Hello and welcome back to the Scale Modelling Cafe, and welcome to part one of the new project. And it's a tiny little box because it's a tiny little model, and it's this one. It's the Clear Prop Ki-51 Sonia in 144 scale. Now, I'm not really a fan of 144 in that I've only ever dabbled in it and a long time ago, but in my sort of clear prop frame of mind, I thought, well, let's try this, and because it's something a little bit different, and have a look at this sort of range of clear prop products out there. I've done a sprue tour, so you can pop across and see that. I'll put a link in a card at the end. The sort of screen panel podge takes you to the video thing. I'm sure there's some technical YouTube name for it, but I don't know what it is. There we go. Right, so you can go and watch the sprue tour of that. Now, this little thing, what do I have in mind on this? Right, first thing to say is, as you'll see in the sprue tour, ooh, is that everything? Yeah, it is there are two kits in the box. Just do the box back up. Put that back up there. Right, two kits in the box. And this is it. This is the little sort of package you get. It's tiny. I'll just open that up because I want to get that out. Right. This isn't a sprue tour. I'm not going to go through all the contents here. You can pop over and see that. But as is traditional on these videos, what am I going to use aftermarket wise? There is some photo etch. It's a very small sheet, and I haven't got my glasses. I'm going to put my glasses on. And in this set, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 parts. You get two little photo etch sheets, so it'll do both in the box. And it looks like it's there's an aerial mast in there, bomb racks, step, that kind of thing. So just a few little details, just to add that little bit of refinement. And the other bit of aftermarket, so that's Clear Prop themselves do that. And another one, and now this is absolutely essential, canopy masks. These are from, excuse me, got a little bit of the man flu coming. Dead Design Models of these, make these. I had to search around for them, but I thought this is an absolute must, because trying to mask that birdcage canopy, yeah, that is not happening. I'm not available for that. Right, so two kits in one box. The markings then, what schemes am I going to do? Right, so, well, first of all, must be said, you get a spare set of fuselages in here, so clearly other versions are out there. It looks a very straightforward build. However, the detail in the cockpit, as you'll see on the sprue tour video, is really very nice. But I don't think a lot of it's going to be seen, because there's the cockpit top decking that goes on underneath the canopy, and essentially what that does is there's just a little hole for the pilot and a little hole for the observer / rear gunner, and most of that detail is going to get covered up, which is a real shame. And the canopy is one piece and it is closed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one kit straight from the box, and I'm not going to use the photo etch parts. The other one, I am going to use the photo etch parts, and I'm thinking of filling in the panel line detail. The panel line detail is really fine. Let me just get, so this is one of the sprues that's got the main airframe parts on it, and the panel lines are really fine. There is an argument to say, I know it's a bit of a cliched argument, isn't it? Panel lines, you wouldn't see them on the real aeroplane, so why do manufacturers do it? Blah blah. I'm not going to go down that particular argument now, but my thought was maybe I fill the panel lines in on one of the models and just see the difference and see if that makes it a bit better. Maybe get a pencil and draw the panel lines in with a pencil afterwards so they're a lot more fine. I'm thinking of doing that. I haven't made up my mind yet. But just looking here, the panel line detail does look beautiful. So maybe I won't bother. But that was my plan. One straight from the box, one using the photo etch parts. Colour schemes, really tough choice. You get 4 in the box, and there's an all over grey one with big white panels on the wings. There's a one with all over grey but with green splodges all over it. And then there's 2 all over green ones. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do one of the all over green ones. But what to do I do the all over grey one or do the splodgy one? I'm thinking of doing the splodgy one. And the reason I'm thinking of doing the splodgy one, even though it's in 144 and that's going to be a nightmare, is I have this. And excuse me, I should have sorted this out before. I have these. These are from Molotow. They are the chrome pen. And it's a liquid mask, but in a marker pen. So, there's a sort of fat one and a less fat one. It's certainly not thin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go. I'm going to go all over grey. And then I'm going to have a go with this. And draw on the camouflage pattern, spray it grey, and then we'll see how it looks. If it looks rubbish, then all I'll do is I'll probably just kind of sand it back and go turn that into the all over green one. We'll have a look. We'll have a play with it. We'll have a play with this and see how that turns out. And if it works on the 1/72 scale one, I might use the fat one and do the same. We'll have to see. But yeah, really interested to use these. Right, that's it really. Now, what I normally do on these build series is I'll have part 1, which is this, the introduction. Part 2 is the cockpit, 3 construction, 4 painting and weathering. I'm not sure I could get away with having a 4-parter for that. We shall have to see. I'll just do maybe a 2-parter, or maybe a 2-parter, just this one and the construction and painting and the whole thing. Or maybe I'll split it into 2, save the painting for a separate video. I don't know. Depends how quick it actually takes and what I think would be the best way to go. But it's certainly not going to be a full split out 20 to 30 minute episode on each. No way. What I may do is I may just do that and then have a real-time video. So from start to finish, all the way through, to see how long it actually takes. Maybe I'll do that as well. Just keep the camera running the whole time, and do it that way. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop blaring on. I'm going to set up the bench for the filming on the bench, and I'm going to get cracking straight away. And I'm going to note the time when I start, and note the time when I finish, and we'll see exactly how long it takes. There we go. So yeah, I'll see you on part 2. Cheers, bye-bye.